For the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
12. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 120.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 57. Down to lose one.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Right back to Dre. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go. Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Lola, stick with the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
On first down, Benjamin. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch the pass.
Hey, box drop.
I got you. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cardinals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
on getting back to my right mind.